All right, this is a shout out to Pale-Face Picasso, also known as Eric Allred.
Shout out Pale-Face, man.
Welcome to the sports room. I'm Chris. He's Steve. What's going on, Steve? How you feeling this evening?
Feeling good, man. Feeling good to pop the podcast off. You know what I'm saying? Get it done right. Feels good, man.
Oh, yeah, it feels real good. Been a long time trying to get everything together to get this thing going.
Been talking about it for months. Been talking about this for months, man.
Yeah, now it finally came to fruition.
Yeah.
I figured first we'd talk about the Indianapolis Colts here, about them getting Carson Wentz. What's your feelings about that, man?
Man, to be honest, I've been saying it all year. I thought the Colts were going to get Carson Wentz. Some just told me Frank Reich being the coach. But to be honest, like I wasn't a fan of it because of how he played this year. But, Indianapolis, that's my team. So I'm just hoping for the best, man. I think Frank Reich can get him right.
Man, if you look at Carson Wentz stats, his career stats, he's a 62.7 completion percentage. He's thrown for over 16,000 yards, 113 touchdowns, and 50 interceptions with the 89.2 QB rating.
Okay.
But in 2017, and that's the year the Eagles won the Super Bowl when Wentz was going to be MVP of the league and got hurt. That year, Frank Reich, who's Indianapolis Colts coach, was his offensive coordinator.
Right.
That year, Carson Wentz had a completion percentage of 60.2, threw for over 3,000 yards, 33 touchdowns, only 7 interceptions, and had a QB rating of 101.9.
I think that's what this year is going to be like. I can feel it.
And then the next year, in 2018, he had a 69.6 completion percentage, over 3,000 yards, 21 touchdowns, 7 interceptions, and 102 QB rating. Then the last 2 years, his QB rating was 93.1, and then this year, when he ended up getting benched, it was 72.8. But last year and this year, both, the majority of the time, he wasn't playing with starters. He was playing with backup players that just came up off the practice squad. He wasn't playing with his top weapons hardly at all the last 2 years.
He's got weapons now.
And then also it seemed like this year, I don't know what the problem was between him and Peterson, but as soon as they took Wentz out and put Jalen Hurts in, Peterson started running the ball and calling a totally different offense where he wasn't running the ball like that and trying to help Wentz. All he was doing was throwing the ball. It was weird. It was like, I don't know, there was something going on between them two.
Yeah, they probably had some beef or something. I don't know, man. What do you think? I don't know. Jalen Hurts did his thing, though. Yeah, I don't think he did too bad.
No, he didn't do too bad, but you also have to admit the play calling wasn't the same.
No, that's probably what he wanted to run from the beginning.
Why didn't he run that with Wentz? You know what I mean? Why not?
Wentz was struggling. He was throwing interception after interception. Yeah,
but he was throwing the backup guys.
It ain't all the receivers. You throw Tom Brady in there, he's making that pass.
Oh, fuck.
You throw Tom Brady in there, he's making that pass every time.
Tom Brady didn't do shit last year, dude.
He was tired of Belichick.
Oh, okay.
He was tired of his old man. He said, fuck this
tired
shit.
Of Belichick.
I'm going to Tampa Bay with some weapons, getting the job done. That's what the GOAT does.
I can't stand New England because I'm a Colts fan, but tired of Belichick, really.
Fuck New England. That's why when he left, he got a ring, baby. He brought it home. Brought it to Tampa. Chris Godwin, best receiver in the league.
You think Tampa has a chance to run it back?
Yes, 100%.
Or as Bruce Arians says, we're not running it back. That's Kansas City shit. We're going for 2.
I'm 100% betting Tampa Bay to win the Super Bowl. 100%.
Oh, no.
And Kansas City, I'm going to put a bet on Kansas City. I'm going to put 100 on Kansas City. I'm going to put 100 on Tampa Bay. I'm going to make it happen. One of them teams winning it.
I think I'm going to put 100 on Indianapolis being in the AFC Championship game.
I'll put 100 on that. I think so, too. I think Carson Wentz is going to have a good year.
I really do. I think he's never played on a team with the top 10 defense, which the Colts had last year.
Right.
And he's never had the offensive line like the Colts had. And don't get me wrong, I realize Costanzo retired, so we don't have a left tackle. But Chris Ballard, our GM, he's a smart dude. He's your late first round with our pick or early second round with a pick, he's going to get a left tackle.
He's going to get somebody.
I mean, they know that we don't have a chance unless our offensive line's going to hold up. And Wentz has never had a running game like he has now with Jonathan Taylor.
Exactly. Taylor's a beast.
Jonathan Taylor, Hines.
Hines is a beast.
Hell, Wilkins is a beast a lot of times when he gets in there.
What's going on with Marlon Mack? Do you know?
He's a free agent, so I don't know if the Colts are going to bring him back. The
They're
Colts
probably not going to bring him back.
I figure they're not going to after the year Taylor had.
I thought I seen something about he might go to the Bears or something. Maybe I'm wrong. I can't remember. I seen something.
If the Colts get rid of him, which I hope they don't because I like Mack, but with the year Taylor had this year, I don't see him paying both of them, so I figure Mack's gone.
You keep Hines, you keep
the
Taylor.
team I'd like to see Mack go to if he's going to leave is the Buffalo Bills. You give him to the Buffalo.
Mack's low-key a beast.
You put Mack in the backfield with Allen and the weapons they already have with Stephon Diggs and them. Dude, he helps that Buffalo offense 100% immediately.
I agree, man.
I agree. I think that's a perfect fit for Mack. I
hope he don't go there, though.
I don't want him to go to the Bears.
We have to play him in the playoffs.
Yeah, but I don't want him to go to he'll go to the Bears and just get wasted away.
Waste. That team's going to be. I heard today that they're going to start. They're thinking about starting Nick Foles.
Oh,
yeah.
I heard that earlier. They were trying to get a quarterback. What happened to that?
I don't know.
Everybody kept saying that they were in on Wentz and that they were in on Deshaun Watson.
They were trying to. I guess they just couldn't put anything together they wanted. I
guess Houston won't even take phone calls. I guess if you call and even try to talk to about a trade for Deshaun Watson, they just say nope. They don't even discuss it.
I don't think Deshaun Watson's going to play this year. Dude, I think he's sitting for sure.
It's like $1.2 million or something he'll lose if he don't play this year.
That's a fucking waste, dude. But I mean, dude's got money. He's got many years to play.
Yeah, dude.
He's set on.
But how hard is it to shut your body down, not play for a season, and then try to get back into playing shape and come back and play?
That's the question. But I mean, Deshaun Watson's a beast, man.
He's a hell of an athlete. No question.
I think he might go to the Jets. The Jets, I don't know. The odds changed. They had an odd change in the Jets, and people were thinking he's going to go there. But I think they could. I don't know. That'd be. I mean,
if Watson goes to the Jets, what do you think happens with Darnold? You think he gets another shot somewhere?
I think he does. I think he has upside. So I think he'll get a shot somewhere else. I think he's got some upside to him. He's a beast. He'll get it done. But I don't know. You never know. I mean, there's the way quarterbacks are moving this year. You never know.
And there's been a lot of rumors about Deshaun Watson going to the Dolphins. He goes to the Dolphins. What happens to Tua? Tua going to go to the Texans?
I don't know if the Texans want Tua, man. I don't know if anybody wants Tua. To be honest with you,
man. He was too hesitant throwing the ball. If they're not 3 yards open, he's not throwing it. You got to throw people open in the NFL. NFL, people don't get wide open.
Miami killed his confidence. Taking him out of the game in big moments and shit. They killed his confidence.
Bring it in.
Fitzpatrick, dude.
Fitzmagic to save the day.
Dude, Fitzpatrick is the shit, man. That dude's fucking crazy.
It was like they were pulling him out of the bullpen. Bring in the Magic Man.
And he got the job done, so I guess it was a good call, but it also killed Tua's confidence. It had to some.
Coach goes to the bullpen. Bring the Magic Man in.
Bring him in, dude.
Fitzpatrick, man, he's either killing it or then he ain't doing much at all.
Yeah, I know it. I don't know. He's not. I don't know about him, man. I don't know how many years he has left in the league, really.
I know he's still wanting to play. He was on McAfee's show not too long ago, and he was talking about he's still wanting to play, and he'd like to compete for a starting job. He wants to play. He don't want to go somewhere and hold a clipboard. He
showed a little bit last year. Maybe you never know.
Man, he was leading the Dolphins, doing good, and then all of a sudden they switched to Tua out of fucking nowhere. When they done it, didn't make no sense.
No, it didn't make no sense.
They should have done it either earlier in the year, but you don't do it after. The hell, they'd won like 3 or 4 games in a row.
They were on fire with Fitzpatrick.
Oh, we won 4 games in a row. Well, you're done.
I don't know, man.
It was like they didn't want to make the playoffs or something. I didn't make no sense.
I just think what they saw in practice and stuff, they were just never bought in on Tua. Like they seen something we didn't see. So maybe they were just never bought in on him, but they felt like the fans were pressuring him to give him a try. So they were like, fuck, we got to put him out there.
Dude, if you want to have a championship team in the NFL, you can't worry about what the fuck the fans want.
That's the problem. A lot of teams listen to the fans.
Yeah, because it's all about money.
I know it. A lot of teams listen to the fans, man. And they let players go because of the fans. I don't know. Some people just don't know how to run the franchise.
Oh,
Cole's got a good franchise.
Nowadays with social media, you have to be careful. They have to be careful because social media will pressure a team into making a fucking decision.
I know. Social media influences everything.
It's fucking crazy, dude.
It is crazy. Yeah. I don't know, man. Carson Wentz is gonna be a beast, though.
What do you think about J.J. Watt going to the Cardinals?
I was surprised. I was caught off guard when I seen it. I didn't think he was gonna go to the Cardinals. I thought he was gonna go to Pittsburgh and link up with his brother. But I mean, it was surprising. I mean, it was probably the best offer he was gonna get. So I don't really blame him.
Yeah, I was surprised. I thought he was going to go to either Pittsburgh, play with his brothers, or either the Green Bay Packers because of Wisconsin.
Packers wouldn't have been bad.
I mean, it wasn't even my thoughts that he was going to end up with the Cardinals.
No, it wasn't even a thought.
I know a lot of people. Cardinal fans are happy. Cardinal fans are real happy.
Yeah, I know.
But man, that's a lot of money for a guy his age.
That's a lot of money.
And with his injury history.
I know.
And $23 million of it's guaranteed.
He's only played the full season out of the last 5 years. He's only played a full season 2 times.
Yeah, I was gonna say not very often. There's 2 or 3 seasons at all.
I know. It could come back to bite him.
Don't get me wrong. When he can be on the field, he changes the game.
I know he's a game changer.
He bats down. Even if he don't get the sacks, he'll bat down. He bats down 2 or 3 balls a game.
That was and defense was a big part of the Cardinals' problem. So that's a big pickup for them.
Yeah, but they got to do something on their defensive secondary. They got.
What'd you say about Kyler Murray?
I think Kyler Murray.
What'd you say?
In my opinion, Kyler Murray is going to finish out his contract with the Cardinals, and then he's going to play Major League Baseball. I agree, man. I don't think he has any intention.
Should.
I don't think he has any intention on signing an extension with the Cardinals, or going anywhere else to play football.
No, he don't. When he's out there playing,
if he don't quit football completely, he's going to try to play both for a while because. I've heard in multiple interviews where he said he wants to play baseball.
The way he looks,
he also did in one interview said he wants to do both. Is what he's wanting to do. He's wanting to try to do both, which I don't know how
he could be one of the greatest athletes of all time. Though
I don't know how you'd worked out on both because spring training and when spring training ends for baseball and baseball's getting started. That's when all your OTAs and shit's starting for football, and you're the quarterback. It ain't like you're at a position
you can't play both at the same time.
Especially not at quarterback. Maybe at a different position, but not at quarterback.
Not at quarterback. And his body language during games don't look like he fucking wants to be out there.
Oh no, yeah.
They should have made the playoffs this year, and the whole time every time they put the camera on him, I mean, his body language was saying, "I don't want to fucking be here."
Oh yeah, there was a lot of times.
I don't know.
He was just standing there like, "Is this over? Yeah, I'm ready to go fucking home."
It was fucking weird.
Yeah, I don't know what it was. Yeah, it didn't make much sense a lot of times.
No, I don't know what he was doing.
They should have been a playoff team last year.
Cardinals should have made the playoffs for sure.
What do you think about that Hornets comeback last night? Moving on to something besides football for a minute.
It was amazing. Because I want to bet on it. I bet the Hornets plus 820.
It's always sweeter when it's a win.
And they fucking won, dude.
Oh, hell yeah.
Let's go, baby. Shout out to the Hornets. Shout out to Melo Ball. He's a
what'd you
beast.
say they were down with like a minute left?
They were down with a minute and 13. I'm pretty sure they were down 8 points.
With a minute and 13.
I think they were down 8 points and came back and won.
Dude hit the bucket with like a second left or something. Got and one.
1.9 left on the clock. He got the and one to tie it, the bucket to tie it, and then hit the sunk the free throw to win the game. Sacramento had no timeouts.
Was it a swish or was it a bank?
It was the shot?
Yeah.
It was a bank, but it was a layup.
No, the free throw.
Oh, it was a swish. It was game over.
No rim.
He wasn't missing after that.
No rim at all.
No. He wasn't missing after that. Malik Monk he's better than people think. He comes off the bench and he don't get the playing time he deserves, but
oh no, Monk's tough.
Monk's tough, man.
Well, I like watching the Hornets. I've watched them quite a few times this season. They're a fun team to watch.
I love the Hornets.
I just can't get into it's hard to get in the NBA until they get closer to the playoffs.
It is.
You never know who's going to play, and if they are playing, if they're interested in it, or if they're just going through the motions. If they're going to try playing any defense at all, you never know. That's what makes NBA so hard to bet.
I know.
I mean, hell, you can bet on a team You thinking everybody's going to play, then find out an hour before the game that two of their best players aren't playing.
I know. Kawhi started all that shit. Clippers.
It wasn't just Kawhi.
No, it wasn't just Kawhi. But I'm about sick of it. It makes it hard to bet because fucking nobody plays anymore.
Yeah,
it's ridiculous.
I haven't bet no basketball last few weeks because of that. It's just because there was a couple of times I placed bets and then found out that a couple of players weren't playing, and then I'm already stuck.
Yeah.
Which, don't get me wrong, some of it's my fault. I should have waited longer to place the bet, but fuck, sometimes you gotta bet earlier to get the right number. You don't want to get a bad number because you're waiting around,
exactly,
worried about if a guy's going to fucking play or not.
I know. Right now, Jazz are screwing me. They're getting beat by the Pelicans by 12 with like 7 minutes left, so it's not looking good for my bet right now.
So I've took a break from betting on that. I'm gonna bet some college basketball here in the next week when the
March Madness.
Yeah, when the March Madness starts.
Hell yeah.
It's always fun watching that NCAA tournament. It's gonna be pretty cool having the whole tournament here in Indiana this year.
It is gonna be cool, man. I wish we could go to the games.
Well, they're allowing.
Are they allowing people?
They're selling some tickets for the games. They're going to allow some fans.
I bet they cost.
I don't know. That's what I want to check and see how much it costs. It'd be cool to go to a game.
That
I've
would
never
be
been.
crazy.
I've never been to an NCAA game.
Me either. Shit.
Well, NCAA tournament game. I've been to a couple. I've been to an IU game before. Of course, a couple Ball State games here in Muncie before. But other than that,
Ball State, they ain't playing. They're not playing bad right now. Ball State ain't playing too bad. They've won the last couple games. Beat some decent teams in the MAC. I mean, it's Ball State. Only can be so good.
well, they would have been a lot better this year. But hell, like the first half of the season, like 3 of their starters seemed like one of them was always out, or 2 of them was out.
Probably COVID shit.
It was halfway through the season before they ever got to play with what they thought their starting 5 was going to be before the season started because of injuries and shit.
Yeah.
And then when they all got together, they ended up pulling a big upset over, was it Akron or Toledo? One of them schools, they pulled a big upset against. That was the first time they had their whole team
I think it was Toledo.
this season.
I think it was Toledo. Maybe.
Yeah, but yeah, they're not a bad team.
No, they're not bad. They were big underdogs in that game.
But yeah, they can't stay healthy.
No. They can't stay healthy.
Can't stay healthy at all.
Jazz can't stay healthy either. God, man. It is what it is. Should have cashed out.
What's the score?
They're down 12. It's 103. The Jazz. Pelicans have 115. And
The Pelicans are beating the Jazz.
tearing them up.
What quarter is that?
It's fourth quarter with, I think, about 6 minutes left.
Fourth quarter, about 6 minutes left. Oh,
It's probably over.
they better get going.
Man.
Is there any other games on tonight?
Yeah, they're all playing right now. The only game not playing right now is the Hornets and Trailblazers. That's at 10:40.
Oh, that's the only other game on tonight is that one?
Yep.
Any good games on tomorrow?
I don't know, to be honest with you. I haven't really checked it out. I don't know who's playing tomorrow.
Speaking of the NBA, what do you think about the Indiana Pacers? What the fuck's going on with them? They've gotten their last 2 games they've straight gotten rolled. They got rolled by the Knicks and then got fucking rolled by the Sixers. I know the Sixers are a good team, but we're better than what we're playing right now. And I understand we're missing LeVert. We're missing Warren. I heard LeVert's practicing again, so hopefully we'll be getting him back here pretty soon.
Who you said? LeVert?
Yeah.
Yeah, LeVert. He'll be back soon.
Yeah, Warren, last I heard, he's still in a boot, so it sounds like he's still a long ways before he's going to be back.
I think you get them back, which probably not going to get Warren back this year, but you get LeVert back, I think we can make the playoffs. I mean, the 4th seed is like 500. I mean, we should make the playoffs for sure, but we got to get LeVert. We got to get LeVert back, which he hasn't even played with the Pacers yet, but I think he's going to be a beast on the Pacers. I think he's going to take over and be one of their main scorers.
Oh,
for
yeah.
Sure.
Having both them out, that could be like fucking 40 points a night. I mean, both them guys are
easy 40 points.
Easily capable of averaging 20 points a game.
Yeah, they're both going to average 20 points.
And then also you add them two in, that just makes the Pacers bench even deeper because a couple of them a couple players have been starting aren't starting anymore.
I know.
So I mean, it just makes us a deeper team too. That's another thing that hurts us right now. Turner or Sabonis goes to the bench. That Bataze's not doing too bad, but he's still young and
he makes a lot of little mistakes.
Yeah.
You can just tell he hasn't found his rhythm in the NBA yet. That's for sure. He makes a lot of stupid turnovers and shit. But I think the Pacers have a future, I think, right now.
Yeah, if they can get healthy, I think they're going to be a tough team. If they can get healthy. But they need
to trade Turner. They need to trade Miles Turner.
That's what a lot of people say. A lot of people are in favor of trading Turner.
I'm not. I like Turner, man, but I don't know, man. I don't know. I think he's hit his peak. I don't know. Maybe not.
He plays good defense. He just don't. If he would just be more aggressive on the boards and on the offensive end sometimes.
He needs to be more.
But defense, I mean, fuck, dude, he gets 4 or 5 blocks a game.
I know. His defense is nice. That's what he's.
And
that's
not
his
even
thing.
just blocks. A lot of those they don't block. He alters the shot just because if they don't, it's going to get blocked.
Right. Yeah, he's a good defender at the rim, but his offense, he's so inconsistent with his offense, man. So inconsistent. And he needs to play big because he's so big. He just needs to fucking play big. And he doesn't. I don't know.
He's played better, a little more aggressive this season than he has in the past. I will give him that.
You can tell he's trying.
I mean, you see improvement.
I don't know. To be honest with you, I'm not regretting the Nate McMillan trade. But all I know is when we had Nate McMillan, we were always over 500. We were always over 500. But, again, we're missing LeVert and Warren. So, I think that has a lot to do with it.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie. I was surprised when they fired McMillan. And the bad thing is I think they fired him to try to keep Oladipo because the rumor was that
Oladipo wasn't getting along with him.
Yeah, that him and Oladipo didn't get along. So a lot of people thought that the Pacers fired McMillan to try to keep Oladipo, and then they ended up trading Oladipo anyway. So I don't know if there was any truth to that rumor at all. But it seemed like McMillan had the team going in the right direction. It was weird that they all of a sudden just boomed. He got on the hot seat and was fired.
I hope they didn't do it because of Oladipo, because you see how that went. I mean, Oladipo. I think they knew that Oladipo didn't plan on staying last year before the bubble, when he was talking about not playing in the bubble after he came back and was playing before the break because of the coronavirus. And then he started talking about he's not going to play in the bubble. That's when we knew Oladipo wasn't lasting. Yeah. If they didn't know that and they got rid of Nate McMillan because of Oladipo, that's a dumb move for sure. But, I mean, when we first traded Nate McMillan, I thought we needed to trade him. But looking back, I don't know, man. I don't know if we should have. But then again.
Should have what? Should have traded Oladipo?
I mean, I was cool with trading Oladipo, but I don't know if we should have got rid of Nate McMillan.
No, yeah, I didn't.
Looking back, at the time, I thought it was a good move, but looking back,
well, they said that Oladipo in the bubble while they were playing was telling other teams, "Get me here." I mean, he was telling other teams to get him out of Indiana.
I don't think.
And then he gets on TV and tries to act like, I just want to find a place that believes in me.
Right. Says that about Indiana. Yeah, right. You gave us one good year and then never played again. I mean, talking about you're not playing in the bubble and shit. Like, what do you want?
Yeah, he came in and said, "This is my city," and then had that one big year, and then he got hurt. And then
can't blame him for getting hurt.
And then, no, but then comes back and then tells other teams to get me out of here, and then wants to get mad.
Right, because
when the Pacers trade, then wants to act like they didn't believe it.
Yeah. I think there was a little jealousy going on there.
Pacers believed him. He was basically, I mean, he was who they were building the team around.
I
don't think he liked that they brought Brogdon in.
No. I think there was jealousy for sure.
For some reason, that pissed him off.
Yes. I think so too.
I don't know if because Brogdon could shoot the fuck out of the ball.
he got hurt and wasn't playing. They brought Brogdon in, and then Brogdon started doing good. So people started like looking at like maybe this isn't Oladipo's team, or maybe it's Brogdon, maybe it's Warren's, maybe it's Sabonis. And then I think Oladipo definitely had some jealousy going on there. I don't know.
Especially down in the bubble when Warren was going on for like 40 games a night.
Warren averaged 30-something points in the bubble.
What do you have, 2 nights in a row over 40 points or something?
Yeah.
And then another night with like 32. Yeah,
he was averaging over 30 points in the bubble. I can't remember exactly what it was, but he was averaging at least 30.
I think he was shooting over 40% for threes in the bubble. He was he was on fire.
And Oladipo, he couldn't take it. So then he went to Houston, but he's not going to stay in Houston.
Has he done any good in Houston?
He's been hurt. He came back. He did good his first game. Then he played a couple more games. I don't think he did too good. And then he's been hurt ever since.
So he's not even playing much?
No, he hasn't. He's hardly been playing.
So who's Houston have? They have John Wall now, don't they?
Yeah, they got John Wall,
DeMarcus
Cousins.
Wall been doing anything?
Nah, not really. I mean, he's been doing all right, but you see how Houston's playing. I mean, they're like lost their last 11 or 12. John Wall ain't doing too much. They got John Wall, DeMarcus Cousins. This one guy that's probably going to win Most Improved Player. He's pretty good, but other than that.
Who do you think's the best NBA team this year?
Lakers.
You think they're the best
Lakers
team?
winning the ring.
Okay, let's rephrase that. Who do you think is going to win it, and then who do you think is the best team?
I think Lakers are going to win it. The best team. I'm going Lakers.
Right now, dude, I don't think there's a team playing better ball than Utah.
Utah's playing good, but that shit's going to come to an end. It's coming to an end. They're losing right now to the Pelicans by 12. It's coming to an end. They went on that hot streak and been losing ever since. It's over. They had their little moment. Donovan Mitchell was mad at Shaq for talking that shit. And then he was crying.
Shaq is the dude, man. Shaq is the dude.
Shaq is the dude. I like Shaq. Shaq's a beast, but they had their little run. They're done. They're one and done.
Lakers aren't going to get past the Clippers in the West.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
Kawhi and Paul George are going to say, this is our house.
They hardly even play.
Fuck, that seems like any NBA player hardly anymore. Except
I know.
Oh, I'll give LeBron credit because he's been playing every game this year. He's been playing off back-to-back nights and stuff. I don't know if he's trying to prove a point or what, but he's not been sitting out hardly at all, has he?
No, he's proving a point. He wants to win MVP.
But all these other stars, you never know if they're ever going to fucking play.
Trust me, I know. I know better than anybody that these motherfuckers don't play. I wrote the Clippers a message about Kawhi Leonard not playing. He said, That's how mad I am about it.
He said, I wrote the Clippers a message. Where'd you write him a message on that?
Instagram. I DM'd him. And I told him.
Really?
I cussed him out,
so
yes.
You DM'd?
Because I had a bet on the Clippers. Next thing you know, Kawhi Leonard ain't playing.
So you DM'd the Clippers on assuming that's their social media department or whatever?
Yeah.
And told them that they needed to start fucking playing?
Yes. I said Kawhi Leonard needs to suck it up, quit being a pussy, and play. That was damn near my exact words.
That's exactly what you put.
Pretty much. I mean, I could read the whole message, but I probably shouldn't.
That is fucking awesome. He said I emailed the Clippers and told them motherfuckers they needed to play. I respect that.
They need to fucking play. It's ridiculous. I'm sick of it, dude.
My thing is, if they're going to set out that many games, let's shorten the season.
How is LeBron 36 playing every damn
Instead
game?
of playing 82 games, just play fucking 60 games and have a shorter season. Don't set out any games.
Spread the games out.
But they don't want to do that because then they'd have to make less money.
They'd lose money.
I understand that too. I mean, fuck, you want to make as much money as you can fucking make. I respect that. But you can't have both. You can't.
No. Can't have it both ways.
Now you have dude. You never know how long if you're going to have a player from year to year because they'll demand a trade and the fucking team will give it to him anymore.
I know it.
So it ain't like you can try to build a fucking team.
That's like Paul George did
you
us.
You got to buy a fucking team if you want to be competitive. You can't build a team.
You got to buy a team. Dudes are just linking up now. Like, look at Brooklyn. Dudes are just linking up. That's what it is now. Harden cried till he got out. Irving, I don't think Brooklyn's winning it this year. A lot of people, I bet, think Brooklyn's winning this year. They're not winning it.
Harden straight showed up for Houston, out of shape, looking like he ain't done that forever.
He ain't worked out or nothing. Funny. He was chilling, and he knew he wasn't gonna play in Houston. So he's like, "Why should I get in shape?"
He's been balling out in Brooklyn.
He's been balling. James Harden been balling for sure.
But will they be able to overcome Irving trying to burn it all down?
Irving's going to be the reason they lose.
Let's say you're going to know it's going to come to a point.
He's like Westbrook.
There's going to come to a point where Irving's going to get mad about something and he's going to burn the whole motherfucker down.
There's only one person in the league that can manipulate a Westbrook, and that's LeBron. He's the only person that can bring a Kyrie Irving to a championship. He's the only person in the league. No one else is doing it. Not KD, not James Harden.
The last two teams that Irving's been on have been better when he's not played than they were when he played.
I know it.
The Celtics basically wasted a year of growth for Tatum and Brown for nothing.
And now they got Kemba Walker, which is too inconsistent to do anything.
Yeah,
he's so inconsistent, dude. He'll have a great game, then he'll have 3 bad games. He'll have a great game, then he'll have 3 bad games. He's just too inconsistent.
Yeah, and they don't have no depth at all anymore.
No, they have no depth. It's Kemba Walker on some nights, Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum. That's the Celtics team. You pass it to anybody else, you're probably not getting a bucket.
Yeah,
Pritchard will hit a shot every now and again. I hate Pritchard. Not afraid to say it. That dude lost me a couple bets.
He said, I hate Pritchard.
He's like McCollum. Or not McCollum, McConnell for the Pacers. That's who Pritchard plays like.
Hustler, man.
Yeah,
That motherfucker always hustles. McConnell's 100 miles an hour 110% of the time.
McConnell is a good player. Every team should have a McConnell.
Like he stole a fucking inbounds pass the other day. The team just being lazy, throwing the ball in after a bucket. He came out and swooped it up.
Yes. That's like some Pritchard shit. Compazzo shit.
Shit was funny.
You know what I mean?
Man. He's just a hustler.
They got there's a couple players in that, like McConnell, Capazzo for the Nuggets. He's like that. He's always hustling, getting the steals and shit, messing up my bets. And Pritchard. Them 3 dudes are just alike. And they'll hit an occasional 3 or some shit.
Yeah. What do you think about the March Madness tournament? Who thinks college basketball? Who you think's going to win it all?
Gonzaga.
Man.
They're winning it all. The Baylor just got beat by Kansas. That just let me down.
What about Michigan though, man? Michigan's tough.
I hope Michigan wins.
Michigan's tough.
I like to see Michigan.
I could see Michigan going on a run in the tournament.
Yeah,
it pains me to say that because I'm a Hoosier fan.
Yeah,
but
if it ain't gonna be,
we're fucking terrible. We need to move.
Are we even gonna make the tournament?
Probably fucking not, dude.
I don't think we're going to.
We're gonna have to finish strong and play decent in the Big Ten tournament, or we won't. If we don't play decent in the conference tournament, we ain't gonna make it.
Didn't we beat Iowa twice?
Yeah, we beat Iowa twice.
We beat them at home and away, didn't we?
Yeah, Iowa seems to be the only team we can play good against.
Hey, dude, Pelicans down 5, or Jazz down 5 with like a minute left. Let's go.
You need the Jazz to win, right?
I terribly need the Jazz to win.
But Baylor's tough. Gonzaga's tough. Man, Michigan looked real tough against IU this weekend when I was watching that game.
It's fucking college basketball. It's whoever gets on a fucking heater.
I think IU's gonna have to move on from Archie Miller. I don't think he's the guy that's gonna
move on. Get a coach like the football coach for IU. That dude's the best coach in college football.
Dude, that dude's fucking awesome.
He's the best coach in college football, dude. If I was a college football player, I would want to play for him.
Yeah, he's fucking awesome.
He is fucking awesome, dude.
Fucking tackling coaches and hugging them and fucking. Hell, he's the only coach I've ever seen that when he was getting interviewed, that like 4 of his other players came up behind him telling other people, this is where you need to go play. You know what I mean? You don't see that.
Where else you see that at?
Yeah.
That guy's the real deal, man.
Indiana's
got a bright future with that guy.
Yeah. They said they have a real good quarterback recruit coming in next season.
I hope so.
What I was hearing.
Shit. Indiana get another good quarterback. We'll be fucking tough to beat.
Baseball's about to start back up. I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to baseball. I'm not the biggest baseball fan, but, you know.
Go watch the Redlegs play.
Yeah, I'd like to go to some games. I'd like to go to Cincinnati, watch a couple games. That'd be nice to have like some season tickets or something. That'd be awesome. Yeah, I love going to baseball games.
Yeah, pitchers and catchers have reported to spring training. Oh, no, actually, there was a couple spring training games on yesterday. The Reds played yesterday.
The Reds did?
Yeah.
Damn. I didn't know that was going on.
Yeah, it won't be too much longer. Some baseball will be started. I'm ready for football. Football's that's my favorite sport to watch.
I know. I can't wait.
Favorite sport to watch. Favorite sport to gamble on.
It's the best sport to gamble on. That's for sure. It's the most consistent, man. You know, basketball is just so back and forth. Teams get on runs.
Oh, yeah. Out of nowhere, too, man. Out of nowhere, they're going on a fucking run. Hell, IU was up by like 17 with like 5 minutes left in the first half. And then by halftime, they were down by 4.
Who was that against? Who'd you say? Who was that against?
It was against...
Because Jeff had a bet on that.
Was it Rutgers?
Rutgers. Yeah, IU came up, got up like...
Yeah, we're up by like 15 or 16 points.
Yeah, and by half was down.
Not by 4. Not by 4 at halftime, dude. I bet on that game.
Yeah.
Didn't make no fucking sense at all.
Didn't make no fucking sense. But that's IU for you. If you watch IU basketball, you know.
They're so up. They're so inconsistent.
Yeah,
so inconsistent.
It's hard to fucking watch sometimes.
Oh yeah, painfully hard to watch sometimes, especially when you're a fan of.
1 point game, 46 seconds left.
Jazz down by 1.
Jazz was down by they're down by 1. 46 seconds left. They were just down like how many with 3 minutes left? I can't even remember what I said, but they were down at least like 12. They were like down like I think 12 with 3 minutes left.
10 to 12, something like that.
Oh my God, this would be huge, dude.
How much time's left?
46 seconds. Pelicans got the ball.
Now, if they win, does that win your parlay, or do you have to wait for any other games?
I have to wait for the Cavaliers game. Cavaliers versus the Rockets.
Is that game playing now, or has it started yet?
Yeah, it's playing right now. And I took the Cavaliers. When the bets first came out, I got the Cavaliers for plus 220 against the Rockets. By the time the game started, the Cavaliers were plus 110, I think.
So you got the right number.
I got it as soon as it came out, and it was plus 220. I couldn't believe it.
Was somebody not playing or something? Why would?
I think just because the books probably feel like the Rockets are due. They probably feel like the Rockets are like lost their last 13 or 14. They're playing a team that's not so good at home. The books probably feel like the Rockets are due for a win.
What was the point spread?
6. When I bet it, it was Cleveland plus 6.5.
What ended up? Do you know what it ended up closing at?
It was probably minus 1.5 or something, because it was, like I said, it was like they were plus 110 before the game started, so it probably was like minus 1.5 or something.
Damn, minus 1.5.
I'm nervous, bro. 30 seconds left, still 1 point game. So maybe
who has the ball?
I don't know. I can't tell.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I wish I knew.
That's even worse. It's like
I would rather not even know.
I hate when you're on something on your phone and you don't have video and you're not sure who has the fucking ball, or it'll show you who has the ball, but then it'll seem like it's taking forever. Like something should already happen by now. Something should already happen. You're standing there just waiting for it to change.
So it's so nerve-wracking.
It'll only be like maybe a minute, but it'll feel like it's been fucking 3 minutes while you're just sitting there staring at your fucking phone like, come on, change. Tell me what's going on. Tell me what's going on.
Something just needs to happen. I need to see the Jazz hit a 3 right now. I'd be so happy. The Cleveland's up 1 point at halftime. So I need if the Jazz somehow pull this win off, I would need the Cavs to win, then the Trailblazers to beat the Hornets. I need the Trailblazers to beat the Hornets, and I'll win $1,500 on a $136 bet. So I really need the Jazz.
So you need the Jazz to win and the Cavs to win.
Cavs to win, and then I'll need the Trailblazers to win.
Who's the Trailblazers
mic
playing?
Just cut out. They're playing the Hornets. And Trailblazers are at home, and the Hornets just had that game last night. They're on a back-to-back, so I feel pretty confident the Trailblazers are going to win.
So the Hornets played the Trailblazers last night?
Oh, my God. Pelicans up to 29 seconds.
But the Hornets played the Trailblazers last night? That was the...
No, the Hornets played Sacramento.
Okay, but they're both off back.
Trailblazers didn't play yesterday.
Oh, okay.
So
Charlotte's on a back-to-back, but Portland's not.
Yeah, and the Trailblazers has lost like their last 3, so they're not going to lose another one. I don't think. I mean, you never know. Jazz are down 3.
How much time?
29 seconds. Come on, Donovan Mitchell. Hit a 3.
Jazz has the ball, right? So
yeah.
I'm assuming that they just shot a couple free throws.
Yeah.
The way it sounded.
Jazz have the ball. And I'm nervous.
You're nervous? I'm nervous.
I'm
nervous. To be nervous about.
Man, I need this money, dog. I need this win.
I understand that.
It's all good. I have a couple more bets, hopefully.
Always need the money. That's one thing everybody needs.
Right. You ain't lying. I can't believe the Jazz let the Pelicans get up hold a 12-point lead the whole fourth quarter, and then
Did the Jazz not have some guys play tonight or something?
Not that I know of. I haven't watched any of the game, so I don't know. But as far as before the game started, as everyone was playing, I'm pretty sure. So
maybe they just been they must be having bad shooting night or something tonight.
They must.
Because dude, I haven't watched, like I said, a whole lot of NBA this year. But when I have watched the Jazz, and I watched the Jazz play the Pacers one night, dude, they were a team. And
yes, they play.
They're probably just not hitting shots tonight.
They have the chemistry to.
They played pretty good defense. I mean, they looked like a pretty complete team.
They play a full game. They play all around game. The Jazz does. They lost.
Jazz lost?
Yeah, they lost.
Oh, motherfucker.
Damn it, man.
Game's over?
It's not over, but they're down 5 with 12 seconds left.
Oh, it could happen. Hey, I saw Reggie Miller score like 8 points in 7 seconds or something one game.
Donovan Mitchell, I've seen him hit a couple threes in a short amount of time. So if he can hit a 3, you never know what can happen. But
my boy
it's not looking good.
My boy Reggie popped 2 threes and 2 free throws in like 8 seconds.
I need Reggie right now. I wish the Jazz had Reggie because it's over. Fuck.
What did you say? 13 seconds or some shit?
Yeah, 12 seconds. Can't believe the Jazz lost to the Pelicans, man. Like I said, NBA, any given night, any team can win. I should have picked somebody else or something. I don't know. Should have just left him off the bet.
Hey, the way the Jazz have been looking, hell, I couldn't blame you. Hell, I think they're like 21-3 against the spread their last fucking 25 games. I
know, right?
And even straight up, they're like 20-4 or something. They've been on a fucking run, dude.
They got on that run and then lost a couple, and now they just keep fucking losing. I guess I don't know. Fuck. They have their bad nights, man.
Well, yeah, they always have their bad nights some nights.
Heck yeah.
But I guess after that, on that note, since it looks like it's going to be a loss, we'll go ahead and wrap up the first episode of the Sports Room. Be on the lookout for social media accounts, website. We're just going to start getting this out here a lot more. But until next time, for myself, Steve, see you later.
See y'all later.
Peace.